Okay, for today's video, we are unboxing something I've been wanting to get for so long, and that is Skylanders Spyro's Adventure on the Nintendo 3DS. This is just a game I've wanted for so long. Literally, I remember seeing this game in stores and just wanting it back then, and now to finally have it is just so awesome. I mean, literally, this game came out, in like, I think around 2011, so I'm getting this game almost, that would be like almost 13 years ago that this game came out, and to finally have it is just so awesome. This is a game, like I said, I've wanted for so long. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So I'll just unbox it as I'm talking. So this is a game I've planned on buying for a while, because on eBay for the longest time there's been a few listed for around $70-ish, with like the buy it now price plus shipping. However, this one specifically came up on auction. So I put in a max bid, and luckily it went right up to my max bid, which was perfect. I think I ended up putting in a max bid around $40-ish plus shipping, which I think ended up being somewhere between $50 and $60, I think, with taxes and everything, and ended up being almost $60 exactly. But yeah, I am so happy to finally have this game for a variety of reasons. Start with the very first reason. This is one reason that I honestly didn't know about at the time, but I do now, is that the game actually is different than the DS game. Or, I meant, than the Wii game. Well, actually different than all the other console games. So yeah, the 3DS games are almost all completely different than the console games, even though the console games are almost the exact same across the board. But the 3DS game, I've heard, is very different. However, I've never played any of the 3DS games. And also, this was the reason I wanted at the time, was Dark Spyro. For the longest time, this has probably been my most wanted Skylander. Dark Spyro is just a Skylander that I've always known about. He's one of the coolest variants, because, like, out of all the Dark Skylander variants, Dark Spyro is the one that makes the most sense, I think, personally. And he just looks so good. And then also, one other big thing about Dark Spyro, especially now, Dark Spyro is the last Skylander I needed in Spyro's Adventure that's an in-game variant, or just an in-game figure at all. All the other Skylanders, the only other Skylanders I do not have for Spyro's Adventure are chase variants. So really, I pretty much have complete my Spyro's Adventure list. I mean, I'll probably end up getting some more of the chase variants at some point, but as far as just all the in-game variants, Dark Spyro was the last one I needed, so I'm so happy to finally have him. And then, like I said, I've just always wanted this game. Just remember seeing it in store, wanting it. And it's funny, at the time, I really only wanted it for Dark Spyro, but now that I know that the game's different, I really have wanted it. One thing that I will note is the portal. I did not know this either. The portal, or didn't realize it till just now, the portal is substantially smaller. I can't go grab my other one, but this is so tiny. And another thing I will mention, the batteries. I didn't know this game came with batteries, but the batteries in the one that came with mine are mega corroded. But yeah, that's not really an issue. Okay, so I guess we'll get all the Skylanders themselves out. I do already have Igniter and Stealth Elf. Igniter, I'll probably just go the other variant that I haven't used, or his other pathway. And Stealth Elf, honestly, I might just use the same Stealth Elf pathway, but just because Stealth Elf has one pathway that's so good, and then the other one's just kind of pointless. But yeah, so happy to finally have this game. I know I could have bought it technically for cheaper, because, like, I could have bought the, technically I could have bought the DS game itself, plus the, just buying Dark Spyro would have been cheaper than buying the whole game. But like I said, this is just something I've wanted for so long, so I'm completely fine with paying a little more to get this version. But one thing I will note, it also comes with whatever this is. I accidentally tore off a little bit of the tape that said something on it. And then obviously it comes with the game itself. So we'll get all this out of the way. Yeah, we'll make sure the 3DS game is in here, as it should be, because this was marketed as never opened, and it appears to be. I don't have a clue what's in this little packet thing. Oh, and one other thing I will say, I got this game really like a week after the last videos. I just have kind of been late on like an upload schedule, so I don't even know when this video is specifically coming out. But I know I just recently got the one game, but I'm just now getting this one. Okay, so this just comes with like the cards and stickers and stuff. So we'll show off. Already have the Stealth Elf Igniter, but did not have Dark Spyro. And then it comes with all their little stickers. Stealth Elf. Igniter, Dark Spyro, so on and so forth. And then we've got the little pamphlet that shows whatever. Another little pamphlet. And then finally, I'm guessing this is the poster. I don't know if it's any different than the... Yeah, this is the one poster. I don't know if it's any different than the one that comes with the Wii. I honestly am not even going to really check, but still happy to have all this stuff thrown in. Oh, and then the one things are in here too. These little things, you know, the things that you could scan on the online game, but I think the online game is kind of done now, or it's been done really, so I guess that's kind of whatever at this point. I'll honestly probably just put these little pamphlets in the 3DS thing. But yeah, really happy to get this game. As I've mentioned, like, this is literally, like, this is just a game that I've just wanted for so long. I've remembered seeing this game in store and just wanting it for so long. So to finally just have it is so exciting. But yeah, I guess really quick, we will put it in my 3DS. I technically actually don't have a 3DS. I have a 2DS, but it plays 3DS games. The only games I've really ever played on 3DS is, though, I had Smash at one point, but I think I sold it to GameStop. Probably not the smartest move in hindsight. And other than that, really, the only other things I've ever played on my 2DS were Pokemon. But yeah, let's check it out. And one thing I will note here at the end also, this unfortunately is probably not something I will play much on the channel, for one main reason really, and that is just the fact that this game doesn't, I don't have a way I can record it and it look good. I've tried recording games on the 2DS and 3DS, or on the 2DS before, and it just always doesn't look very good. But I do definitely plan on playing this game. It's just not one that I plan on playing on the channel. But yeah, that's really it for this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I'm so happy to finally have this game and finally have Dark Spyro, the last Skylander I needed for this set. But I will say there is one thing. So obviously you can do new save files just like on the Wii games or on the other console games. So maybe if I somehow find a way that I can record it that I think looks good enough, we could eventually do a gameplay on this channel. But as for now, I mean, we've already got a lot of stuff going on this channel between the Nuzlockes and everything. So for now, it probably isn't going to be anything coming up soon. But still, so happy to finally have Dark Spyro and the rest of these Skylanders. Just something I'm really excited about as far as what's going to be coming on this channel. But I do want to thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned because the Nuzlocke will be kicking back up at some point. And we just have a lot of other cool Skylanders content coming on this channel soon. But yeah, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I am out. Okay, here at the end, I actually did want to show off some of the differences. So first off, here's the size of the Portal of Power, either from Giants or Spyro's Adventure. Both are the same portals, just one has a cord and one has a Bluetooth USB thing. But other than that, the portals for Giants and Spyro's Adventure, I believe, are the exact same. But here's the size difference. As you can tell, it's quite a notable difference. But I don't think the portal is as important in the 3DS game, because I believe you just have like 3 Skylanders like saved into the game, and you don't actually like use the figures as much where it's a portable game. But I might be wrong on that. And then we will show off the differences between the Skylanders themselves. Obviously, Dark Spyro is like the main attraction of the set. I think there was one way you could get him without getting the starter pack, but I never saw it in store. So here's the 3 Spyro's Adventures from the original series. Obviously, we've got regular Spyro, which came in the starter pack. Then we've got Dark Spyro, which comes in the 3DS starter pack. And then Legendary Spyro. Obviously, you can definitely see the difference between the main one. But the big difference, or the most similar one, is obviously this one, the Legendary. And one thing I will note, the Legendaries I always used to think were like a black and gold, but it turns out they're like a navy, a really, really dark navy, which you can see more when you see these two beside each other, where you can really see that this is actual black and this is more of a shiny dark navy. But I really do like how these two look together. And then we'll show off the other 2 Skylanders in the set. These were 2 I already had, so that was one of the only things that I was kind of hesitant on, just because I didn't want to get them mixed up with the original ones I had. But here we have my Ignitor from my original set, which I got either as a single figure or in a 3-pack years ago. And then here's the new one I got. Actually, there are some sort of notable differences, I will say. My old one has a way more yellow on the top flame, and the sword is actually more reddish on the edges, while on the new one, the sword's more yellow, and the top is more of that, like, translucent looking orange. But other than that, there's not many differences. And even, like, the bottoms are shaped a little differently, surprisingly. Huh. I mean, I'm sure they play the exact same. One thing, Igniter is probably the one, because I remember Igniter having two kind of interesting fighting styles. So I might just, with that one, go the opposite pathway. And then with Stealth Elf, Stealth Elf has one pathway that is so good, and then the other is just kind of whatever. I'll be honest. I think it's like one that, like, sets traps. But yeah, my original Stealth Elf, just to show some of the differences, and this could just be from wear or whatever, but the hair on mine is a lot more, like, dark. And then this one's a bright, like a more royally looking blue. And then other than that, and like as far as like posing, it could be due to warping just from like how I was holding them or like how I was storing them. But other than that, these two look, once again, the bases I feel like are kind of differently shaped once again. Not by much, obviously, but like enough where it is kind of notable. But the main difference between these two is definitely the hair. Like I said, this one's got way more black in it and looks like a darker blue. And then this one's way more of a royal blue. I don't know how well that color change is picking up. But they actually are notable enough that I think I can just tell the difference. But yeah, really happy to finally have this game. I know I've already kind of concluded this video, but I did just want to show off these comparisons at the end just because it is kind of crazy how much different the portal size is, but because I honestly didn't realize it at first. But yeah, that's it for this video. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. So happy to finally have Dark Spyro. And who knows, maybe we'll do a playthrough and we could start with these three, because that's one thing that I do kind of have an issue with on my own playthrough, is that I didn't want to reset any of my old Skylanders, but now that I have some Skylanders that are level 1, we could do a new playthrough with some actual level 1 Skylanders. But yeah, that's it for this video. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. So happy to finally have this 3DS game, and so happy to finally have Dark Spyro, the last Skylander I needed in Spyro's Adventure as far as an in-game variant. And like I said, there still are some chases I need to get. In fact, I only have one chase, I think, from Spyro's Adventure, but I don't think the chases are really that necessary for a collection, and they just cost a lot of money to get anyway, so they're not like my top priority right now or anything. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'm actually out now.